We lost all signs of any trail. Our scouting trip may have turned into something a little bit bigger. So a way to give back, which is really cool. I think it's important. A lot of these trails and areas, they couldn't survive without the volunteers that put so much work into them. Good morning, everybody. This is actually day 2 of our adventure. We're going to be scouting out a trail for ADK Mountain Club. Let's see what we find. So my friend volunteered to scout out this trail, which is not used very much for ADK, which is the Adirondack Mountain Club, the ADK group. They're going to be redoing the guide. And this trail does not get too much use at all. I'll show you the campsite later. It's crazy. We're going to hike 5 miles up to West Mountain on a potentially impassable path, and we're going to love it. So we're going to be noting any changes in the trail, areas that are impassable, checking distance, and just generally walk the trail to get a new description of it and make sure the old description is accurate. My friend volunteered to do this, and I volunteered to tag along. And we have 3 dogs. Mine does not want to behave right now. Is really overgrown. Not a lot of people come through here. That looks like a moose track. Size of my hand. You can see fall is coming. Look at that beaver dam. That is impressive. This is Constable Creek, and that's that beaver dam right there. This is incredible. So far, the trail has been pretty mild. Not a lot of roots and rocks, just, leaf litter. Eventually we're going to start going up. Really pleasant trail. We did run into some people doing some trail maintenance, which is nice. Ruby, wait. Moose poop. Look at that. Some blue flagging. Ranger said he was started to flag the trail. It is marked with discs. Dogs that behave, dog that doesn't behave. We just passed some young people from student conservation, and they're out here doing trail maintenance, and they said past them the trail got a little hairier, and literally almost immediately it did.
There's a marker with a flag on.
Ruby, no. I tend to follow my feet.
I do too. That's also sometimes I get lost, but we'll see. We'll see what we can figure out, and if it gets sketchy. But I don't think we're even keeping like that. I thought we did.
Wow. So we might be doing some straight up bushwhacking. Some flagging. Yes.
I'm up here. Come here. Come here.
This is crazy.
Come here. Come on. Yeah, I see a little marker. There's probably some little markers. Oh, let's go. It's almost not worth it.
This is Pigeon Lake. There's a space to sit over here. Wow. Look at this. This is gorgeous. We had lunch at Pigeon Lake. Took a little break, second breakfast. Marked a waypoint in Gaia. Looked at the maps and read the trail description. And now we're going to continue on our way. Trail guide says that there are red and blue discs on this trail, and this is the first red one that we've seen. Very old. There's moose poop all over my shoes. Big moose poop, smaller moose poop. So I'm wondering if it's a mom and a young one. This trail is a little challenging at this point. Still pretty flat, thankfully, but all of the wood is very slippery, and it's more like a bushwhack that has trail markers. And any of you that hear bells and know how I feel about bear bells, I did put some bells on Ruby in case she's off leash and takes off. I can hear her, because I knew that this terrain was going to be pretty remote and rugged. So it's pretty much what I thought it was going to be. And it's fun. It's something different to do. Believe it or not, this is the trail. We're looking for some flagging. There's some right here on this little tree. Oh. I think it's this way. Oh man, my dog found water. This is the second stream crossing. What was that? Oh, look over here. Look at a little sandy Beaver Beach. Did you get your feet wet in the last crossing?
Yeah, I'm coming to the point where
This is where we're at now.
watch sink-ins.
Okay, I'm gonna watch you. This is becoming quite the adventure, and the rain is starting. Another red disc, and there's another blue one up there. So this has become significantly more challenging. Fun. You feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. And it's weird because you see the discs on the trees. All right. Hopefully the rain will stay away. It's pretty dark. At this point, we're having some trouble finding the trail or another trail marker. Oh, we found one. All right. We're coming up on Otter Pond. The flagging that the rangers have put up is now gone. So there are discs, but finding them is a little challenging because the trail looks like this. So my friend is ahead of me and she's looking for a disc right now. This is fun. Totally type 2 fun. If we lose the disc to a point where we... Yep.
But I don't see any markers in any direction. Go ahead and stand there for another minute.
Okay. Okay. So we're kind of leapfrogging right now with the trail markers. I do have the navigation map on my phone, but the purpose of this trip is to navigate the path to see if there's been any changes. So any old map isn't really going to do us a whole lot of good, even though we certainly could, you know, loosely follow it and arrive at our destination, which would be the top of West Mountain. So that's kind of where we're at right now. It's also almost noon. We're traveling at about 1 mile an hour, so very slow. It's difficult navigating through all this crud that's on the ground. And that trail crew that we passed, they're not going to get very far with this year. So I guess they're trying to revive this trail. You can tell nobody comes out here, and the ranger hasn't even been, I don't think, as far as we have yet, or recently. I'll have to check with my friend on that. But do you hear the chortling? That's my dog. He's such an idiot. So right now we're scouting out for more discs. If we don't find any, we might turn around and go back. I'm just talking to the camera. I see them. Did you find anything?
No, nothing like I feel like I'm on the path. Do you see me?
No, but I can hear you. I have a general idea where you are.
Yeah, I can find you easily. I was gonna have you follow me. Stay there, hang on, I'm coming.
Okay.
Tell me you can see me.
Aren't they cute? I mean, there's a giant fir in front of me. I see you. Can you hear the chortler? Can you hear the chortle? No, I can just see your shirt through a fir tree.
Do you see 10 feet in front of me a broken off tree?
The one that's leaning?
No, but just past that.
No.
But you see the tree that's leaning.
I see the giant tree that's leaning.
Okay, make that your landmark. Keep your eyes on that.
I see you now. Okay, executive decision. We lost all signs of any trail. No markers, no nothing. Right before Otter Pond. So we are turning around, and my friend is going to put that in her report. And we are going to bushwhack back. We made it about about 4 miles. And it was 5 miles to the summit of West Mountain. So made it pretty far, all things considered. It's raining on and off. Not too bad, most of it's staying in the trees. But this has been a very exhausting hike. We're gonna take a break in a bit, have lunch. Whew. Just past the spot where they were cutting back brush on the trail, so now it looks like a normal trail again, which feels really good. Welcome sight. Those young people are doing a lot of work just so that people like us can stay out on the trail and enjoy this rather pristine wilderness. So thank you and kudos to them. We are closing in on our campsite, so we're staying the second night, and I will talk to you soon. I'm tired. Good morning. We were tuckered out last night, so we went to bed pretty early. I think we slept for like 12 hours at 7:30, so it is time to get up, but it is super cold. So I will check you in a few. So found a towel on the trail. He found it coming in. It was still there, so I'm packing it out. My pack is no lighter. My tent is wet. Tarp is wet. Didn't eat all my food. But it's only 2.5 miles out. Anybody can do that. My pack is easily over 30 pounds. We accomplished most of our goal. We found and followed the path as far as we could. And after the flagging stopped, and after we couldn't find any more discs, that's when we stopped. Now, I did have a GPS track of the entire trail. However, I don't know if it's correct or not. So that would have missed the point of the whole thing that we did. What we were doing is finding the coordinates for the trail for ADK Club to update their trail guide. So we want to be accurate, not give misinformation. So the trip was a complete success. It was fun. It was tiring. I have scrapes on my legs from all the bushes yesterday. I think there was a bear at camp last night. Heard something big. But with the 3 dogs barking, whatever it was didn't stay. So this trip may have turned into more than it was originally going to be. My friend works at a college, and she might actually do a student trip doing some trimming for that trail, which is nice. They all rely on volunteers. She hopes to come out here in a few weeks with a team of people to do some trail trimming so that you can actually see the trail. And it's so much work. Oh my God. It is so overgrown. I just can't imagine Although if I'm free, I actually might come out and volunteer, so I'll volunteer to bring the beer. That would be fun. Yay. So this trail hiking in, it's all mostly flat. It's a really pretty walk in the woods. So that volunteer group that was cutting the trail, they're only going to get so far, which is not very. They had a 10-day assignment. They were coming to the end of it, so anyhow, I'll catch you further down the trail. We're about halfway to the car. Had about a mile left. Needed poles for this crossing last time. Oh, a stick. Yay. So I never finished my video earlier. We did finish the trail. It was exhausting. Look at how pretty it is back here. Anyway, if you're able to, look around and see what agencies you could help out with. We're helping out with ADK because they're updating their book, but this might end up doing some trail maintenance in addition, which is really awesome. And if I do get a chance to get out with that crew, I'll let you know. Anyway, in the meantime, thanks for watching. Hope you're getting out and living your dream and getting out there and maybe volunteering a little, helping out. Give back to those trails that give us so much. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.